So hi, this is Nikki from the blog Natty Nikki, and I'm back today with a mini, excuse me, my strap's falling down inside, mini Primark beauty haul. Now, I'll be honest, I never really used to go to Primark and buy beauty products. Never really thought of Primark as somewhere to really look at beauty stuff, but then earlier this year when I was in there with Kim from Call Me Kim, I picked up some perfume. And ever since then, I've seen other people talking about beauty stuff from Primark, and I'm always keen to try new things now. I've been sort of building up my stash of stuff because I'm trying to do more with my makeup. And it's so cheap and cheerful. You know, it's really along the prices of Makeup Revolution anyway. In fact, some of it is, some things, not all things, but some things are slightly cheaper. So I happened to go into the one at Merry Hill today, and I was so fed up because I'd wandered around for ages looking at shoes and necklaces, and you know when nothing really catches your eye, and it's that funny in between at the moment, isn't it, where all the autumn and winter stuff's coming in, but I'm still kind of in a summer mode. So I couldn't find anything I really wanted, so I wandered upstairs and thought, oh, I know, I'll go and have a look at all the beauty stuff. So I did, and I thought I would share with you what I bought. I didn't buy loads. I spent about £11, but I came up with a few bits and pieces, and I'm interested to see how they're all going to go. So without much further ado, we'll get started. So, excuse me, I'm just leaning out to shop there because my Primark bag is just down on the floor. So to get started, I bought something. This is so boring and basic, but we get through these a lot in our house. The little shower puff things, and this is £1. You know, they're all much for muchness, aren't they? But I've bought a few recently that have literally just unravelled almost as soon as I've gone to use them, have just fallen apart, or the thing that you use there has just fallen out, which is really annoying. And this one's actually quite nice because sometimes they can be a bit rough, but this one actually feels quite soft and quite nice, and it's £1. You know, not the most interesting thing in the world, but practical because we all use them quite a lot in this house. So I bought one of those. So I got that. I also got, I'm really sorry because I'm going to be rattling my bag around. I've been trying to do more with my nails of late. You may have seen in my last video, I talked about the fact that I bought some gel, God dear me, gel nail coat stuff and bits and pieces, and you can see that I've got my nails done today, but they're not brilliant. I've got a long way to go. So with that in mind, I do have a little buffing block, but it's quite big and cumbersome. So for £1, I found this, and you get 2 of the blocks that you can buff and file your nails with, and 2 of the little separators. Because I really need to paint my toenails, but I'm really not very good at it because honestly, I have got the smallest toenails you've ever seen. I mean, you can see my fingernails if I show you. My fingernails aren't particularly massive, especially like my little one. It's tiny. And so I do actually struggle painting my fingernails, but my toenails are even worse. Some of them are absolutely tiny, so I'm hoping these little separators might make it easier. Because, you know, I'm going to get husband on the case. I'm going to make him paint my nails because I do it occasionally. I'm like, oh, you paint my toenails. So this was £1, and you get 4 things in there, a little mini pedicure set. And I thought that was quite good value for £1. So I got that. So what else did I buy? I bought, staying with sort of feet and nails and things, a 4-in-1 foot file because, you know, being the summer, my feet are struggling a bit really. I think wearing sandals and things, you know, your skin dries out and my heels crack terribly. So this has got the little like foot file on that, what I call the cheese grater on the other side. Now there's actually 4 things in here, and then inside, I think you can't see them, but inside it says there's 2-way pumice stones inside, which I think are always good, especially if you like doing it like your toes and stuff. That was £1, which I think is really good value because if you go into places like Superdrug, just one of these on its own is a couple of quid, and even like the ped egg things are usually quite expensive. So I thought, well, for £1, it might, you know, especially the cheese grater side. I've had one of these before, and this really does help to get the dry, dead skin off your heels. What I tend to do is really have a go at them, and then I slather them in stuff. In fact, I will just show you. I'm just going to go out of shop just for a second, sorry, while I grab it. I've been slathering my heels. I mentioned this on a previous video, but I've been slathering my heels in this. And this is actually working. My skin's been the best it's been for a couple of years during the summer. This I got from Leah last year in a goodie bag when I went up to Sheffield, and it's the Passion for Natural aloe vera lotion. There's also a gel, but I find this really is making a difference. So that's one of my tips. So that and that hopefully will give me decent feet. Although we're coming to the end of summer now, so probably it's a bit late, isn't it? Because they're going to be covered up again soon, unfortunately. But there you go. So moving on, I also bought some liquid foundation. I have no idea what this is going to be like. I'm going to try and unstick it and open it. This was £2.50 and I bought the light one. I'm terrible. I just tend to usually buy the sort of lightest shade they've got because I am quite pale and freckly. And I have to be ever so careful because anything too dark and I just look a bit orange. So we'll just have a quick look at it. So if I just squeeze some out, there you go. See it there on my finger? Put it on my hand. God, sorry, the light in here, because I'm by the window, it bounces around, so sometimes it's really hard to see. But this is liquid foundation. This is actually oil-free, which I'm really keen to try because I've got combination skin, so I don't like anything too heavy or too oily. So this is oil-free formula, enriched with vitamin E, semi-matte, medium coverage foundation, suitable for all skin types. So for £2.50, we'll see how that goes. So I got that. Okay, that's that one. Oh, sorry, my bag's just fallen on the floor. Bear with me a minute. I'm just going to be rustling around for a second. I also bought, because I've been trying to buy more and more lipsticks, I bought a new lipstick. You see the colour there. This was, wait for it, 80p. A whole 80 pence. So 20p cheaper than the £1 lipsticks that you can get from MUA. I'm going to try and open it now so I can swatch it. I'm so disorganised. I probably should have done this before I started filming. But, you know, where's the fun in that? You can sit and watch me struggle getting the wrapper off. That's the other thing I did notice in Primark. Some of them didn't have their wrappers on anymore and had obviously been swatched and messed about with. So I did pick them over quite carefully and made sure I got one that was all sealed. The same with the foundation. I only picked up one that was completely sealed. So this is the lipstick that I went for. That sort of colour. I don't think it actually says anything on it about... No, they don't tell you what. They haven't got names. They're too cheap for that at 80p, aren't they? So I'm just going to swatch it. Oh, that's quite nice, actually. There you go. Can you see that? That'll be quite a nice autumnal colour. So yeah, like I said, I'm trying to sort of build up a collection of lipsticks, just so I can have different things to try, really. And I think for 80p, and if you don't like it, well, for 80p, you haven't really broke the bank, have you? So that's that. And then they sell makeup brushes, bits and pieces in Primark that are really cheap and cheerful. And I'm always keen to try new ones. I do have a couple of Real Technique ones. And I really like them, but they are quite expensive. So I always think, well, it's good to have a little standby. So for £1.50, I bought a foundation and concealer brush. So you've got the foundation brush on the top and then concealer brush at the bottom. Now, I've had these types of foundation brushes before, and I didn't get on with them terribly well. So I want to see how I get on with this again. I ended up, and it's probably me because I'm a bit useless, I ended up a bit streaky. So I've been using the Expert face brush, I think it is, and that seems to like really buff my makeup in quite well. But I thought I'm just going to give this a try, especially because I like the concealer brush on the other end, because I thought that's quite useful, isn't it? Like 2 in 1 for £1.50. I mean, you can't really complain for that, can you? So I'm going to see how we get on with that. Staying on the subject of makeup brushes, I decided to try this. This is a foundation blending sponge. I keep seeing these around and I don't know what it is about them, but I quite like them. I just think they look really, really cute. And I have got some sponges, but I've got the flat ones and I find it a bit awkward. I'm just thinking maybe on a handle might be easier to blend in a little bit. And that again was £1.50. And I think I just rather liked that. For £1.50, I thought, well, you know, can't really go far wrong, can you? I thought that was quite good. And then finally, the one thing I bought, because This is really dreadful admission. And I know I'm not alone in this, but I'm not very good at cleaning my makeup brushes. I'm not going to show you the ones I've been using because they're really not, they don't look very nice. So I've been desperate to find some makeup brush cleaner. I know you can use baby shampoo, but I'm so lazy. I wanted something that was just quick and simple. So I found this makeup brush cleaner. This is £2 and it's a pump spray bottle. And it says that you pump it on, you spray it onto the brushes and then wipe them to clean them. I've had a quick sniff of it and it actually doesn't smell too bad. It doesn't smell overly chemical and nasty. And I thought, well, for £2, not really going to, again, not breaking the bank, you know, it's not ridiculously expensive. The only downside was when I got home, it had leaked slightly. So that was a bit annoying. So make sure you keep these upright if you do buy them. So yes, I'm really looking forward to trying that because some of my brushes, quite frankly, are awful, and they really need a good clean. So again, you know, £2. Thought that was well worth a punt. So that is everything that I bought from Primark today. Woo! I'm quite impressed with their little makeup section. There's quite a nice selection of stuff if you are going in to have a look. I mean, they had tons of false eyelashes, false nails. They had glow-in-the-dark nail varnish, which for me is a bit pointless because I don't really go out clubbing, which I suppose is when you'd wear it, you know. Knock it on a bit now. Oh, that's the malarkey. Like I said, there's 80p lipsticks. There were lip glosses. Lots and lots of various different makeup brushes, manicure stuff, perfume. Oh, excuse me. Lots of makeup bags. I was really quite impressed actually with the selection of stuff, and all of it is really reasonably priced. So if, like me, you're on quite a tight budget, but you just want a little treat now and then, it's perfect, you know, because I'm all about the budget. No high end here, I'm afraid. So yes, so those are my picks from today. So I'm going to see how I get on with them. Like I say, I'm still trying out all the different nail varnishes and things that I bought earlier in the week or last week. This is if you aren't interested, this is the Essence nail polish that I had on YouTube the other day. It's all right. I mean, it was very cheap and cheerful, and it's got a top coat on it, and I did this last night and it's already, unfortunately, chipping over the front of the nail. But, you know, it's a kind of get what you pay for. I kind of like the colour. It's quite funky and bright, but I'm going to probably change it in the next day or so. So that's how I'm getting on with all of that. So that's it from me, really, for today. It was short and sweet. So anyway, I hope you've enjoyed seeing what I bought from Primark. And hopefully I might give you some inspiration for going and having a look in there and see what you can find. I do also recommend their perfume. It is really quite nice, actually. For £6, I think I bought a bottle earlier in the year. Still going strong. So again, you know, if you want some cheap perfume, you could do a lot worse. So as always, if you've liked the video, oh my God, I can't speak today. If you've liked, please leave a thumbs up. If you haven't already, please hit that subscribe button. And don't forget, you can also come and visit me on my blog, where I'm still in the midst of Outfit August. We're on to day 18. I did miss a few days, but I did have a most amazing Voodoo Vixen dress on there last week. If you haven't, you've got to go and check that out. It's an absolute doozy. So that's at www.nattynikki.com. I'm also on Twitter at gamergirl0621, and you can see me on Instagram at nattynikki for selfies and nails and general random rubbish, if you so desire. Anyway, I shall see you all again very soon. Bye!